Hey everyone, this is Pastor Nick Guffey here with Pastor Stancil, and we're excited to let you know that we're going to be relaunching our Faithpoint podcast. And today we're going to be talking about HOH, Honor Our
Absolutely.
Hero.
Yeah, absolutely. Really glad to be back. And we are excited that we're in our new studio. Before, whenever we would do the podcast, we would have to set it up in a room, tear it down. You always had people coming in and out. But because of our wonderful off screen intern, which you cannot see, Mr. Riley King, he has built for us a studio here in the Jabez Center. So now we can do the podcast, we can do instructional videos, we can do teaching, we can do announcements, we can do all kind of stuff, and never has to be torn down or set up again because it is a permanent recording studio. So we're excited about that and appreciate Brother Riley and his work for us the last couple of months. He's heading back up north and getting ready for school again, but he's been a real blessing. So it'll be you and I and Quinn and Colin and all our staff, and this really is a podcast for our church family. Now, if other people want to watch it and learn from it or see what's going on here, that's great. But really, when we started Faithpoint, it was a way for us to communicate on a weekly or bi-weekly basis with our church family.
Yes, sir. And also we're thinking about with the studio, we can also do our announcements in church, a lot of different things that we can do here to keep you interested and keep you updated with everything that's going on here at Community Bible Baptist Church.
Absolutely. Did you say Community Bible Baptist Church?
Bible.
That's a
Bible.
shout out. That's a shout out to
John
Cubis, because John Cubis was Mr. Bible Baptist
Bible.
Church. But anyway, so let's talk about HOA. We just left a really good planning meeting, and that is September the 10th. Now, that's a big day for us. We've been doing it for years. We did it for many years at our church in Texas, and then when we came here 14 years ago, we launched it here. And we always go on the first Sunday that is right prior to 9/11. So this year it falls on the 10th, and it's a day that we set aside to honor those who serve our country. And of course, by serving our country, you're serving each other. And we try to find great guests, that people we can recognize for their service to our country, whether it's a military or public service, first responder. We learned at 9/11, a lot of people run from trouble. There are a certain few that run to trouble. And so we want to recognize doctors and nurses and those in the EMT field. And so many different folks that we have recognized over the years. Some of the best services that we've ever had have been our 9/11 services, and we've honored men and women who have done more above and beyond the call of duty. And this year we're very excited about our Honor Our Heroes guests, and then we have a lot of folks coming as well as part of the service. So we have two really special guests this year, and we thought about last year. We did 4 or 5. You were part of last year. Tell us about last year and who we honored last year with you.
Last year was awesome. We had 5 that we honored, but we were able to honor one of my daughter, youngest daughter, Sophia, special needs. We got to honor one of her therapists. She's in charge of Charlie's Champs, and it was such a great time. She brought her and other therapists came, and we're able to love on them because they've done so much for Sophia. And that's what, Honor Our Heroes is all about, is giving back to because they gave for us.
Absolutely. And also last year was huge for us. As everybody knows, Maya had her heart transplant. And so we also honored the heart team. And we had so many of our heart team with us, and Dr. Asante Karain and so many others that have been a vital part. Dr. Thompson was with us, and these are surgeons and doctors and physicians and nurses and people that have just been with us this last 7-year journey with Maya. And so it was a great day last year. But this year we have Doreen Thomas. Now, if you're not familiar, Chief Thomas was the first female chief in the entire region. And she really paved the way for ladies that serve in law enforcement, but she was also just an outstanding officer and a wonderful chief of police here for Pinellas Park. And I'm actually blown away and really honored that we get to have Chief Thomas with us. She recently retired and just was inducted into the Florida Police Hall of Fame. And so she is a great guest, and we're honored to have her with us. And then I just met a lady a few days ago, and her son was one of the 13 servicemen killed in Afghanistan during the withdrawal, the withdrawal that did not go well. I guess that's the easiest way to say that. We can argue all the merits of that, but the bottom line is her son gave his life during that time. The war was over. should have not been killed, but because of the way the withdrawal was handled, he was one of those men that gave his life. And so I met his mom, and she's going to be with us, Staff Sergeant Christian Naus. Is that how you pronounce that? Naus? Naus, okay. And his mom is doing all she can to honor her son and to keep his legacy alive. And so if you're in the area on September the 10th at 10:30, we would love to have you at Community Bible Baptist Church for our Honor Our Hero Sunday. We'll have wonderful music, special guests, a great program. And then if you are one of our honored guests, we're going to give you a great meal, a lot of different things to take home, but just an opportunity for us to say thank you for your service and to keep the memory of those who have given their ultimate in sacrifice and service to our country, men like Staff Sergeant Noss. But we want to make sure that we never forget. Some people have asked me why we do this, and we do it for several reasons. Number one, we want to honor the Lord as always. In everything we do, we want to magnify Christ, and because we have the freedom to do that, we want to take advantage of that. And so we will preach Christ to these people and to our honored guests. And really the reason we have a free country is because of the blessings of our Heavenly Father and all that the Lord's done for us. Secondly, the Bible tells us that government is ordained of God. It is given to us on behalf of God to protect those that would do right and to punish those that would do wrong. And so we want to recognize that God ordered government. Thirdly, we want to make sure that Christians are involved in the process by knowing those who are in our area, those who serve. Elected officials are very much a part of our day because we want to make sure we recognize their service to our country. And so it's a part that we as Christians play in our community. And then fourthly, the Bible actually commands us to give honor to whom honor is due. And I do believe that we ought to recognize those who go above and beyond. So it's a great day for our church, a lot of music, a great presentation. Just some folks have said it is the highlight of their year as far as the service goes. And bring a friend with you. If you have anybody in law enforcement, if you have anybody in the fire department, if you have anybody who's in the medical field, in the emergency response field, anybody in an elected official, a service official, county or state or even municipality or federal, it doesn't matter if they're in service. And then, of course, anyone who is in our armed services, veteran of or currently serving, and then those Gold Star families. One of our sweet services, I don't know if you remember, but Craig Gross was with us to honor his son. Yes. And Craig is a dear friend of mine, and he sang a song. Remember, he sang a song that he wrote about Arlington Cemetery in honor of his son. It was one of the most moving services, and just to see and to be reminded that all have given some, as the saying goes, but some have given all. So we want to encourage you to start inviting people. There'll be brochures ready even this Sunday for you to invite people. And we're looking for a great day here at Community. There'll be no evening service that night, as all of our efforts and attention will go into the morning service. And then just a great time. No fellowship Bible classes that day. Right. One service, 10:30. And we're looking forward to it. But it's a big day, and I'm excited about the relaunch. I want to thank Riley King, our producer, and also the designer of our set, and Quinn Stansel, Colin McFarland will be involved in this, you and I. And so we're going to be talking about all kind of things coming down the road, things that are affecting our church. We're going to do some teaching. We'll probably deal with some topical issues that are affecting us. But this is a way for us to communicate on a regular basis, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Wherever you get your podcast, we'll try to get this to you. But we want to have a continual conversation, not just on Sundays and Wednesdays, but throughout the week of things that are going on here at Community Bible Baptist Church. I got one more thing for you, Brother Nick.
You have one?
I have one more thing for you.
What do
you know what happens in four weeks from now?
4 weeks from now, I believe the Tigers kick off.
I believe that the back-to-back defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs kick off, and your LSU Tigers. Listen, I love Nick. I want to make sure that Nick knows I love him like a giant lineman loves his quarterback. Yes, all right. Yes. So anyway, we love you. God bless you. We'll see you soon.